Conclusion. This module had 5 objectives, which were addressed thoroughly. The first objective introduced us to the field of second language acquisition and how it evolved to its current state. The second objective acquainted us with the role of first language in the development of the learner's second language. It explained how the learner's first language phonology, syntax, and morphology rules interact with the phonology, syntax, and morphology of the second language during the development of interlanguage. The module also demonstrated that features transfer from first to second language in early stages of SLA, and this can happen in all domains of language, like substituting English vocabulary with a word from first language, applying first language syllabification and syntactic rules to English, etc. In addition to discussing the role of first language in second language acquisition, we have discussed major characteristics of the interlanguage of the English learner. Every second language learner has to learn individual sounds of the second language, like vowels and consonants. All learners have to learn English-specific sounds, which tend to be the first sounds ELLs set out to learn. The sounds which are common to all languages are learned last. Every second language learner also has to learn how to correctly separate English into syllables. Language learners also have to learn the stress system of English. At first, all language learners apply the syllabification system and the stress system of their first language to their second language. Later, as their English develops, they modify specific features of the systems to approximate the target language. The process by which features that transfer from first language without any modification is called fossilization. Language learners can overcome fossilization if they become aware of their mistakes. Teachers can assist students in developing this awareness. The third objective we had for this module was to describe several non-linguistic features that have an effect on second language acquisition. We have established that age has somewhat of an impact on second language acquisition. This is called the critical period theory. Children between the ages of 1 and 7 can become native speakers of English, but children older than 14 will most likely not become native-like speakers. Children between the ages of 7 and 14 vary in achievement, and researchers have no clear answer as to how proficient they will become. The proficiency of 7 to 14-year-olds is highly dependent on affective factors and cognitive factors. Affective factors have to do with the learner's degree of inhibition, anxiety, risk-taking, and motivation when learning a second language. Cognitive factors include 2 major types of cognitive styles: field-dependent and field-independent. Field-dependent learners are better at synthesizing their knowledge, while field-independent learners are better at grammatical analysis. All learners have a set of learning and communication strategies that they use in their second language. Learning strategies should match the learner's learning style: visual, kinesthetic, or auditory. The fourth objective set out to explore was how second language instruction helps the language learner by modifying his or her language and focusing on the learner's attention and form. We have discussed the comprehensible input as a result of teacher-foreigner talk and how it can help the learner with comprehension of the second language. In the classroom, recasting has proved to be highly effective for students with higher proficiency in the second language, while explicit correction proved to be better for students with low levels of proficiency in the second language. In addition, focusing on form can be beneficial to English language learners, but must be balanced with conversation practice. When choosing the type of form to focus on, teachers and tutors must consider the following issues: noticing, interruption, and timing.